Hello everyone, TAC1421 here. Welcome back to my Pokemon Crystal No Pokeball run. In the last episode, we took on our third gym leader, gym trainer, whatever you want to call her. And it was not as hard of a battle as it really could have been, thanks to our Machop, our Muscle on our team. And I gave Muscle a Fire Punch. I'll go ahead and showcase that. I bought a few TMs from the good old Goldenrod Mart and the giant Pokemart that is in Goldenrod, and I bought Fire Punch. I also bought a few Ice Punch. I gave Ice Punch to Croconaw, and we might give some more Elemental Punches to other Pokemon on our squad later. I also gave Togepi another haircut in the department store off screen, not in the department store but underground, and hopefully Togepi will evolve soon. I think it's gotten a pretty good amount of happiness, and it should evolve pretty soon. But we are going to be leaving Goldenrod City and moving kind of towards the northeast, and we have a few different things to do. There's going to be a little bit of cutting here and there in this episode, but we will eventually get to the destination we want to be. And I don't know if I've battled this guy. I've battled a few people off screen. I did not battle this guy off screen though, so we're going to start the episode off with a Pokemon battle against this guy who is Schoolboy Alan. Good old Schoolboy Alan here sent out a Tangela, and Tangela will hopefully be no match for our Togepi. Togepi level 21. I predicted to evolve somewhere around 25. Hopefully somewhere around there. If it's sooner than that, then that'd be fantastic. Of course, I mentioned the ways of getting happiness earlier on as a critical hit there, which kind of stinks. I think I'm actually going to switch out into Muscle. It's probably the best thing to do. Go into Muscle, who has the Fire Punch now. But if you walk around a lot with your Pokemon, then all your Pokemon in your party get some... I'm not actually sure if it's the front Pokemon or all the Pokemon in your party. Get some happiness for every 255 steps. Also, if you... whenever they grow a level, and when they get haircuts, etc., etc. We talked about this in a previous episode, and now my Muscle's asleep, and hopefully we can wake Muscle up and defeat this Tangela pretty soon, because we got a lot to do in this episode, and I can't be snoozing around fighting this level 16 Tangela. Come on now. Muscle's still asleep. But yes, we did talk about all the ways that you can grow happiness with your Pokemon in this game, and there's a bunch of the ways, and I've kind of been doing all of them and slowly gaining happiness with my Togepi, so I'm hoping that Togepi will evolve very shortly. And it has to level up to evolve. It can't just randomly in the middle of walking around evolve. So you do have to level up, but you also have to have the appropriate amount of happiness to evolve, which I believe is 200, somewhere around 200 for Togepi to evolve into a Togetic. But here we are at this person here. This is what we're trying to get to. I'm the flower shop, Flora. Listen, listen, when I sprinkled water on that wiggly tree, it jumped right up. It just has to be a Pokemon. I bet it would be shocked out of its something if you soaked it. I know it, I know. I'll tell my sis and borrow her water bottle. Alright, so she goes running all back to Goldenrod City, the place we just came from, so we have to go all the way back there. I'm going to cut until I'm at the flower shop, so see you in a second. And alright, we are at the florist house. Actually, I don't know what it's called. What is this place? Oh, don't want to go in. Oh. Blooming, beautiful flower shops. This is in Goldenrod City. And this is the person we talked to earlier. And we just talked to it, actually, just a second ago. When I told my sis about the jiggly tree, she told me it's dangerous. If I beat Whitney, I wonder if she'll lend me her water bottle. So yes, you have to beat Whitney first. We did beat Whitney. Oh, you're better than Whitney? You'll be okay then. Here's a squirt bottle. Jack received squirt bottle. So that's pretty awesome. And we're going to put that in our key pocket. And is there anything else in here? Nope. Alright, so we're going to say adios to them, and we're going to go back to that wiggly old tree. Alrighty, here is that wiggly old tree. It's a weird tree. Use squirt bottle? Yes, please. Tack used the squirt bottle. And the tree wiggles. The weird tree doesn't like the squirt bottle. The weird tree attacked. So this is, of course, is good old Sudowoodo one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. We cannot catch Sudowoodo in this game. It only appears once. It appears at level 20. It's a decent Pokemon. I've talked about Sudowoodo in other playthroughs before. Something that always confused me when I was little, and I didn't really understand until later on, is Sudowoodo is actually a Rock-type Pokemon. It might be Rock-Ground, but it's definitely Rock-type. And something that I thought was always weird is it's not Grass-type. So I always got really, really confused. I would always try to catch Sudowoodo. That does nothing at all. Mimic. I think we're probably going to use some metronomes here and try to wear that thing down, the good old tree down, by using some metronomes. But something that was always just so weird to me was that whenever I got hit with a water move, it would take super effective damage. I was like, what? I'm grass type. How is this? What? That doesn't make sense. And of course, because Sudowoodo is a ground type Pokemon, it takes that super effective damage. Sudowoodo's Rock Throw. Oh boy. That does a lot of damage. Okay, you know what? We're not going to fool around anymore. We are going to go into our water type Pokemon, Croconaw. And we're going to use a water type move on this said tree. That's not really a tree. It's actually like a ground type Pokemon. Okay, fine, it is a tree. But it shouldn't be weak to water is my point. So we did give Croconaw Ice Punch, which will definitely come in handy later on. Ice Punch is a good move for Pokemon Crystal against a lot of different Pokemon. You can see the bulk on this Sudowoodo though. It just took that water gun like a boss. Sudowoodo just looks cool. I think it's an awesome Pokemon. But we will not be catching Sudowoodo because we can't catch any Pokemon in this game. If it was given to us for free, that would have been awesome, but nope. Togepi grew to level 22. You can see that special attack stats actually getting pretty darn good. Might need to teach it some special attacking moves. I don't think it really knows any right now. I mean, it can know one with Metronome, but that's kind of a up in the air thing. So if you go notice to our right here, if you continue to go east, we get to Violet City. Earlier on, let's play this tree, this jiggly tree that was eventually we knew to be Sudowoodo, was blocking our way, our path towards Route 37, and then later on we have more to go. I will battle these people off screen like I normally do, and we'll run into some more wild Pokemon along the way. Alright, continue to go upward here, and we are in, I can never pronounce the name of this town. Can we go back real quick and see it? Ekrutik City. That's how I'm going to pronounce it, so don't make fun of me. Alright, so we are here in Ekrutik City, and there's a little bit of a cutscene. We have a red-haired person. It's not a rival, though. It is Bill. Hi, I'm Bill. You are you. Tack, you've come at the right time. I just finished adjustments on my time capsule. You know that Pokemon could be traded, right? My time capsule was developed to enable trades with the past. But you can't send anything that didn't exist in the past. If you did, the PC in the past would have a breakdown. So you have to remove anything that wasn't around in the past. Put simply, no sending new moves or new Pokemon in the time capsule. Don't you worry, I'm done with the adjustments. Tomorrow, time capsules will be running at all Pokemon centers. I have to hurry on back to Goldenrod and see my folks. Bye-bye. Alright, so that is Bill. You can trade from original games to this game, but you can't trade back. Hopefully that makes sense and is all well and golden. But we do have to visit Bill back in Goldenrod City, which means I will cut and be right back once again. Alright, we're back in Goldenrod City. I'm not 100% sure which house it is, but I know it's around here on the west side somewhere. I think it might be to the south of Goldenrod City, southeast. It's in one of these houses. That's underground to the right. So yes, here it is. Here is Bill. Bill, high tack to you. Do us a favor and take this Eevee. It came over when I was adjusting the time capsule. Someone has to take care of it. But I don't like being. But it doesn't. What? But I don't like being outside. What? Can I count on you to play with it? Attack? Yes, of course. Bill, I knew you'd come through. Way to go. You're the real deal. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it. Attack received. Eevee. And so yes, we have an EV on our team now. It's going to be one of our squad members. Professor Elm claims EV may evolve in new and unknown ways. So, yes, in this game it can evolve into 5 different Pokemon. Of course, the trio that was in Gen 1. Vaporeon with a Water Stone, Jolteon with a Thunder Stone, and good old Flareon with a Fire Stone, which I used in my Fire Red Let's Play, my Monotype Fire Let's Play, which was pretty fun. So I decided I'm not going to evolve it into a Flareon just because I used Flareon in my last playthrough. I'm probably not going to use Vaporeon because we already have a Water type on our team, a strong Water type, and Croconaw, eventually Swampert. I'm still considering possibly using a Jolteon. Might be pretty good. I don't have a Thunderstone, but there's ways of finding them in the game, and we could probably get one eventually. But I'm leaning more towards using an Umbreon or an Espeon. If you evolve with Full Out Happiness or whatever, with Umbreon, in the nighttime, if you evolve at night, you get an Umbreon with the Happiness. I think it's at like 200. If you evolve it during the day, you get an Espeon. Hopefully I said that right. Umbreon, Espeon, 2 different Pokemon you can evolve through Happiness. In this particular game, eventually there's other EV evolutions in Leafeon, Glaceon, and the fairy one, which I'm completely blanking out on the name, but that doesn't really matter. It's a Sylveon. And so yes, let's go ahead and take a look at Eevee. Eevee is a cool Pokemon. It's going to be a new squad member, and it doesn't really come with that great of moves right off the bat. It just has basically Tackle, Tail Whip, Sand Attack, and Growl. The only really attacking move is Tackle, so it does take a little bit to get going, and we are going to be training Eevee off screen, as well as our Abra. Abra and Eevee will get some train off screen. Before we end the episode off, I think I'm going to battle one more trainer, or a set of trainers, that we pass by on our way to Ecruteak City. So I will meet you guys right back at that particular battle. That's fitting. Who can teleport first? I win. Alrighty, so here's the battle that I wanted to do real quick. Annie and I think they're sisters. But again, there's no double battling in this game yet, so I think you battle them one after another. You battle their Pokemon. You battle them as a team, but they send out one Pokemon at a time. So they're going to send out a Jigglypuff to start with, and we're going to send out our Abra. As you may or may not have seen, Abra only has Teleport still, so it's still a pain to train up, but luckily we have some pretty good Pokemon on our team now. We have 4 Pokemon level 20 or above, and once we get to Abra to right around that range of 22 where the rest of our squad, it's going to be pretty tough to beat us. We're going to have some really good Pokemon on our team come like the Elite Four or so. It's going to be pretty scary, and we got all these Pokemon for free, which is the cool part. So, or not necessarily for free, but without using a Pokeball. Abra gets some special attack. You notice that Abra's special attack at level 12 is pretty much the same as Togepi's special attack at level like 22 or whatever it's at. So that's kind of crazy that it's that's similar and that big of a gap in levels. And yeah, Abra's going to be a force to reckon with. And we're going to switch into our Abra again. This is going to be just the way we get XP for now. We don't have the XP share yet. We will eventually get the XP share, though. That's a little bit down the road. And now we're going to go back into our muscle, because fighting types are cool. In later games, Clefairy and some other Pokemon, Jigglypuff, get the fairy typing. Actually, does Jigglypuff get fairy typing? I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. Clefairy definitely gets it, though. And it's kind of weird that the fighting type moves aren't effective against Clefairy anymore, because it's now fairy type. And fairy types are resistant to fighting, whereas normal types are super effective to fighting. So it's a little weird, but I eventually got used to it. But in this game, it's still normal type, so use fighting type moves, which Muscle definitely has the fighting type moves in its arsenal. And yeah, if you're wondering why I replaced Low Kick with Fire Punch and not the other 2 moves, we want to definitely keep Karate Chop, but it was pure accident that I did that. And so it was the first move in out of the 4 moves, so I just double clicked the A button too fast and it deleted whatever it is. We have one more battle here. We might as well do it. I think we're pretty good on time. We've been cutting a lot, so we haven't really done. We've done a good amount, but it's just not on camera. We haven't done too much on camera per se. We did get a lot done though, so I'm pretty happy about that. We have a Drowsy. Oh boy. Normally Abra could do a good amount of damage to Drowsy, but not right now. I'm gonna go into Croconaw here, because we do have Bite on Croconaw. And Croconaw is going to be extremely useful in an upcoming gym, especially since it's the highest level on our team. Normally the starter that you start with is, unless you really favor a particular Pokemon, your starter is going to be the highest level for the most part on your team. But then again, Muscle, since it's not our original Pokemon, it's going to be getting 1.5 times XP, so it actually might, in the long run, be the highest member on our squad eventually. So yeah, that is going to be the episode for today as we defeat Psychic Greg. And we're going to explore Ecruteak City in the next episode. We have a few things to do, a few people to battle, and then we'll eventually get to the gym in upcoming episodes. So yeah, that to look forward to. If you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I will see everyone next time with some more Pokemon Crystal. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.